But if you come across a video that you love, it is actually easier to make than you think. Now, there are many different ways to make many different trends. But if you clicked on this video, then you're probably here for one in particular. Photo dumps or video dumps. Now, you may ask yourself, how do they make photo dumps or video dumps like amazingly? Well, today I will be showing you the secret behind it. Now, in future videos, I will be going over different ways, different effects, different techniques to elevate your video. But in this one, I'm going to be inviting a good friend of mine named KeyFrames. Now, this is a very underrated tool. Many people don't use it, but use it right. It can elevate your video and it can be your next trending video. Now, let me stop going on about my good friend KeyFrame and let's just put it to work. Let's dive right in. All right, let's get started. So load into your CapCut your photos or your videos. For this first effect, the in and the out, very simple. You're going to be adding a keyframe at the beginning of your photo or video and then one at the end. Okay. Then you'll want to go to your last keyframe on your first video and zoom in. Then you're going to want to go to your first keyframe on your second video and zoom in. Then it should look a little bit something like this. Then you're going to want to add a graph, which is located right beside your keyframes. I like to use graph 2. Now, there are so many different graphs and you can make your own custom one. Definitely play around with it depending on the type of trend or video effect you are wanting to achieve. I'm going to be adding flow 2 on both of my videos. Then you should get an effect a little bit like this. Easy, right? But it elevates your video so much more. Then you can do the one where they're both going in or both going out. Let me show you what I mean. So you're going to add a keyframe at the beginning of your video and then you're going to go to the last keyframe and zoom in like your first one. I already have that graphed and it looks something like this. Voila. Then for them both going out, you're going to go to your first keyframe on both of your videos and zoom in. Also add that flow 2 effect on both of them, and it should look a little bit like this. Voila. On to the next keyframe effect. When I saw the second keyframe effect, I was like, wow, how did they do that? But I played around with it for a while, and guess what? I figured out it was keyframes. It was really cool. So, and it's really easy. Let me show you how to achieve it. Place a keyframe at the beginning of your photo or video, and then one at the end. I'll be doing it for both of my photos. Okay, you're going to want to go to your last keyframe, zoom in, and turn your video. Now you can see these numbers up here. You're going to definitely want to line up those numbers with the other photos. I'll show you it in a minute. You also want to zoom in enough so you don't have any black border. Go to your second video, go to the last keyframe, zoom in, and turn it. You can see these numbers again. So I went to -10, do -10 again, zoom in enough so you don't have any borders, and it should look something a little bit like this. Then, of course, since I love my flow 2 graph, I'll add flow 2 graphs. And there you have it. Now, if you line up these two different ways, you can do these keyframes to a really cool song that has beats. Using flow 2 kind of emphasize the beats. That's why I'm showing you flow 2. This is a very cool way for you to be able to elevate your video and is extremely easy. You do not have to be a pro to do this. Thank you all so much for watching, and put down in the comments your favorite way to use keyframes. And if you have CapCut, go check me out at Clips by Adora. Thank you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.